One of the benefits of my job is that I get to travel a lot. I've been to some incredible places like Greece and Italy, but most of the time I stay within the US. A few years ago, my job took me to the Adirondacks. If you've ever been there in the fall, you know how unreal it looks. The trees change color like something out of a painting. Normally, my job pays for a hotel, but this time, I wanted something different. I wanted peace, quiet, time alone. So I booked a secluded cabin through Airbnb. It was perfect, tucked deep in the trees, with a deck overlooking the mountains. I arrived late Friday evening, had a couple of drinks on the deck and went to bed early. The next morning, I woke up around 6 a.m. and went for a jog. And that's when it started. That feeling, you know that feeling when you're being watched? I had it the entire time. At first, I brushed it off as anxiety. When I got back, I took a shower and tried to relax, but I kept hearing things. Small noises, shifts in the house. Later that afternoon, I left to meet co-workers in town. We had dinner, handled work, then went out for a few drinks. But the truth is, I didn't want to go back. Something about that house felt wrong. I even suggested an after-party to delay. By 10 p.m., everyone called it a night. So I drove back alone. I kept repeating, "It's just a house. You're safe." I got back around 10:45. I checked the locks once, twice, 3 times. Then I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. I kept waking up. Every little noise pulled me right back up. I tried playing music to distract myself. Eventually, sometime after midnight, I gave up. I decided to go downstairs for a cigarette. I grabbed my coat and phone. The stairs opened into the living room. I stepped into the dark room and froze. For a split second, I saw something, a shape, like something blocking the moonlight in the kitchen. My stomach dropped. I stood there trying to convince myself it was shadows. Finally, I reached for the light switch and turned it on. There was a man standing in the kitchen, clear as day. We just stared at each other. No words, no movement. Maybe 10 seconds, but it felt like forever. Then suddenly he lunged. There was a kitchen counter between us, and that saved me. He had to go around it, and that gave me time to run. I sprinted upstairs, slammed my bedroom door and locked it. I called the police. I gave the address and told them to hurry. That's when he started pounding on the door. Violent hits. He kept saying he loved me, that he had changed. It made no sense. The door started to crack. I could see his fist breaking through. That's when I heard sirens getting closer. Police crashed downstairs and tackled him. At that moment, I climbed out my bedroom window. An officer helped me down safely. He was the ex-fiancé of the woman who owned the house. He had been living inside the house in a closet for days. He had taken a knife from the kitchen. If I hadn't gone downstairs at that exact moment, this story could have ended differently. I checked the locks 3 times and it didn't matter, because he was already inside. You think you're safe until you realize you weren't alone.